Be authentic. 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 You know, I had an idea of what I wanted to put up here originally. Then after talking with Justin today, all I could think about was be authentic, right? So anytime I have an idea for Kühn products or whatever, I always run it by Justin, especially if I'm not quite sure. Like some stuff just feels natural, and so I just run with it. But other stuff, I'm like, I got to run it by him. So he tells me if he does or doesn't like the idea really, or he tells me what he likes or what needs to be improved upon, that kind of thing. Or maybe he doesn't even know. It's just it's not quite right yet for whatever reason. But most everything that I've created with Kühn has gone through Justin first, right? Just to double check, hey, am I on the right track here with something? And you know, it comes up most of the time whenever we talk. It's authenticity. Whatever you're doing, like, is it authentic? Is whatever you want to do authentically you? Is it authentically Kühn? Whatever it is you want to do, is it authentic? And sometimes I got to steer myself back around to that idea, right? So anyway, so here we are, Kühn Products YouTube channel. Everything is going to be, the idea is going to be 100% authentic. So first things first, I got a 30-second commercial that I got to shoot for my guy Taylor for our. We're going to be doing some ads and stuff pretty soon. So he said, hey, mate, you got to make a 30-second ad on how Kühn started. So here we go. This is my attempt. Kühn Products in 30 seconds, how it started. Hopefully it'll intrigue your interest because I'm going to talk more about it. I'll see if I can do it. And timer start now. So Black Friday 2018, I'm out of town, forgot my beard stuff. I stopped into a Walgreens to see if there was something that would hold me over for a couple days. So I picked up a beard balm, went out to my car, and like literally almost threw up after opening it. It's a little dramatic, but it was certain, like it was the worst consistency, it was the worst scent, so I decided to look up making my own, and I did. About a week later, I had my first beard balm. A month later, I had my first label. It was a sticker label, so that kind of sucked. Then I found some wooden discs at a local hobby store, and they fit perfectly. I picked up a wood burning kit, burnt the label onto the wood, and I knew I was on to something after that. 6 years later, here we are with a full line of products that people seem to enjoy. How was that? Did I get it in 30? I hope so. I think so. That was it. So here we are. Kühn Products YouTube channel. So first thing first, I want to tell you about our wooden labels and how they came to pass. So like I just mentioned, I was at Michael's. This was about 6 years ago, and I happened across these small wooden discs, and I had my like the metal tin actually in my hand. Like this is the top here, whatever, and I found these circular discs, and they fit perfectly right on there. And then I found a wood burning kit that I could wood burn Kühn on there, and I did that for like way too long. I honestly, I don't remember how long that lasted, but I think it was like probably a couple months. Because what had happened was when I brought my initial Kühn beard balm to work, that's really where I was selling it at the time, as far as getting ideas and seeing what worked with people. I made a sticker, I thought it looked cool, had it by my desk, and a couple people stopped by and looked at it, and they were like, oh, that's cool, and then put it back down and walked away, and I was like, wow, all right. So I thought, I want to do more, I want to do something different. So that's when I started looking for like this idea of wooden something or other. Can I make a wooden container? Can I like hollow something out? My brother-in-law is an arborist, and so he's got a ton of wood, and I'm like, maybe there's something I can hollow out or make for a container. And then I happened across those discs at Michael's, and they fit perfectly, so I picked up a wood burning kit and started burning our label onto there, and I made like 3 or 4 of them. Like it took like an hour to make 3 or 4, man. It took forever. Brought them to work, and that next day, like it seemed like the same people that came by and was like, passed on the regular labeled stuff. They picked the wooden labels, and they were like, oh, I'll buy that, and they bought them. And that's really when I knew I was onto something. To take a step back. So several years ago, I was like we were living in Illinois at the time, and I was out here visiting Salt Lake. And I was walking with a guy I know, and we happened across this car dealership that sold primarily supercars. like Ferrari, Lamborghini, like there was quite a few of them outside, and then inside there was like quite a few, like the nicer ones that were in there, and it was in this like bone dry, empty warehouse kind of a thing with like, seemed like there was cinder block and just concrete, cement, exposed like rafters and stuff, and literally nothing else. That was it, just bare bones. Hey.
You doing anything right now? Like, should I talk to you?
Yeah, what's up? So it was this completely like sterile warehouse with these insane, just beautiful supercars in there, right? There was no, financing here, and talk to a salesperson about this, and like bright colors, and how like it was just a really, really cool vibe, a cool atmosphere. I thought it was dope. Because, and why did they do that? I think anyway, because the supercar like stands on its own. You don't have advertising and clever marketing and financing, everything. It's like, hey, we don't want you to distract from anything else but these insane automobiles. That's what I wanted from Kühn products. Like I wanted it to be like stand on its own. I wanted it to. I don't want you to get distracted by, hey, it contains this and this is why people like it and blah blah blah. And the light keeps falling down here. Again, authentic, be authentic. And I hate editing, man. Editing takes forever, so I'm trying to do everything in one shot. But it was, so that's what I wanted Kühn to be. I wanted Kühn to stand on its own. I didn't want it to be like sell it based on some clever marketing scheme and have it all busy. No, I wanted it to just be bare bones, minimal. Here's a wooden label, here's our name, here's what it is, and have the product like speak for itself. That's what I've tried to do with everything that I make. I just want it to stand on its own and be something that like I would buy. And just like a supercar, have like the best of everything in there. Like the more you learn about ingredients as far as what's in products and stuff, the more you recognize that the cheap, less expensive products have less expensive ingredients in them. And so I pick higher quality ingredients. I pick cold pressed oils and unrefined shea butter and mango butter. The refined stuff is cheaper. There's no sense to it, but it just doesn't work as well. Less expensive products use the refined stuff. I chose the cold press, and so that's why our stuff just works better. It looks cooler, works better, and I use high quality ingredients for the fragrances too. So like it smells really good. You don't smell like a hippie or anything. Like I want people to use it and recognize that, man, this stands on its own, and this is a great product. And that's how Kühn started. It all started from the labels. I wanted the product to stand on its own. That being said, we did a new scent test at a place called the Ogden Barber Company in Ogden, Utah. So I'm in Layton, and Ogden's just north of here. So we went up on Saturday to get some feedback on some of the new scents that we are trying to release. So we got some footage now. Sometimes you kind of learn as you go with certain things, and we didn't have any microphones. It was kind of last minute, but we got some really cool footage and got to talk to some of our existing customers, right? People that have known Kühn products for a long time. I got some feedback from them, and anyway, I'll show you. Upcoming videos will have more stuff available as far as some of the different interviews that we ran, but let's just jump into one of the interviews right now. And since the audio is not real good, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of watch it with you and sort of make some comments in case there was something that you couldn't pick up on, but let's just jump right into it. All right, so like I said, we were up at the Ogden Barber Company on Saturday interviewing some of our customers who came up to check out some of the new scents that we're going to be releasing pretty soon. And so this is Justin from Kühn, obviously, talking with Brian. Let's just jump into it. And play.
Action. All right. Hey, everybody. This is Justin. Got Brian over here.
Speak up just a tad.
I remember meeting Brian at one of the fabulous farmers markets we do here in Ogden. And I believe I said, hey, beer.
Yeah, I would have said that too, but look at that thing.
Yeah. And how long ago was that? You think it was years? Just years? Yeah. What I really like about Brian's beer, I think
yeah, man, it's a crazy shape to it, dude.
Do you blow blow
I mean, it almost looks like it's painted on.
When I wake up in the morning, it's a disaster. So there is some okay. And I actually use your kaolin clay spray. That sea salt type spray that you guys have.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool. What I like about it is it's kind of like an organic hair.
So if you're not familiar with the kaolin clay, something we make that I use as a pre-spray, moisturize it, keep it protected from the heat if you blow dry it.
Based on how hard I slept that day.
Yeah. Dang, man, that's crazy.
Well, listen, Brian, we're not here to talk about that. All right, so what we're talking about is a couple of our new scents, and Brian wanted to try a couple of them. Okay, we got first kind of he cheated, and he snuck a sniff of this one. So we're gonna let him put just a little. We're not gonna put it in the.
I'm curious before what scents you use now.
Yeah.
Like what do you?
I have always a birchwood guy.
Yeah.
My go-to.
That's what first one I made. That was probably the one I still use the most.
Big
Just some
sandalwood
good
fan
old.
as well.
Yeah, cool.
Just the calmer, more tamer ones because my wife loves them.
Yeah. All right.
So birchwood, for those of you who don't know, is the origin.
Yeah, that's the OG,
like
the
very first
OG.
one. Chris brought me to my desk at the time. This disgusting looking, like
Wasn't that disgusting looking?
He's like, smell this, and I was like, oh yeah, that's the stuff. That is the stuff, and that's where it began.
Yeah, it's come on.
All right, so we're gonna start with she shit. So don't put any in your beer yet, because I want you to smell it, right?
So after he told me that he liked birchwood and kind of sandalwood, I figured he'd like this one.
There we go.
So coffee beans will clear your olfactory. You know what I mean? If you start to get nose blind and smell, you could also stick your nose in your elbow pit. That'll clear it too.
This is she shed reaction, Brian. So you just take a little bit.
Yes, I mean he likes this. I knew he was gonna like it. It's right up that alley. Birchwood, sandalwood, like just.
If your thing is birchwood.
I mean, it's supposed to smell like fresh cut wood.
Yeah.
This is its twin brother.
Yeah.
Would you mind doing your best to kind of put it in word?
Yeah. Describe.
I would say this is just as light and just as fresh as birchwood. Just very, very, very smooth. Very smooth.
What it's supposed to remind you of is, imagine you just cut some fresh lumber, like some good solid maybe, and then you pick up some sawdust in your hands and you just shove that in your face and breathe in.
My dad ran a wood shop for many years, and he worked in mostly just cheap pine because he was doing
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
This is cleaning up his sawdust and just having a good time.
Yeah.
All right.
Sawdust everywhere.
Yeah.
But very, very clean too. I could put this in my mustache right now, and I feel clean like I'm out of the shower.
It's not too sharp. Like for me, it's hard for me to put sweeter scents right under my nose.
Nice woodsy scent.
It's just too sharp. Like they get old
I
quick.
could wear this. This is one that I can wear all day, multiple times a day, and just have a wonderful time.
That's a really good point. We try very hard to build our scents that hit differently throughout the day, right? But that are wearable all day. Like some of these other people that make bulk and they do a great job, but where they have an issue is it comes out and smack in your face. Right? You're like, hey, that smells good, but I don't want to.
That's right.
Yeah.
Some of it is just like other products on the market that I thought smelled.
So I don't know what happened, but somehow when I was filming this on Saturday, like I got up and walked away, and then when I came back, I was gone for like, I don't know, 30 seconds maybe. I noticed that somehow the recording had stopped. So this is the same interview, but something got cut out in the middle, so it kind of picks up at a weird spot. So that's my bad. All right, let's play.
But really, really great. A couple hours in, you're like, man, I gotta go watch it.
It's a olfactory.
He said something funny. I have no idea what Justin said right there. I cannot hear
it.
it.
Try the black coriander. Okay. It's going to be
Black coriander. Okay. Yeah, this one's unique.
It's okay.
It's definitely more complex.
Very rich.
Yeah.
Very rich. It's got a deeper. That's the the anise, the fennel, like black licorice kind of scent.
Combination.
Yeah. There's a whole lot.
There's some sweetness in there.
Black coriander. There's a bunch of other kind of scents in there that kind of create that richness.
If you're adventurous, I think black coriander would be up your alley. If you're not so much,
Yeah, like I was going to say, like a bakery, almost some sort of a baked product.
yeah, somebody compared it
Still masculine.
earlier this day to like butter popcorn. I'm like, all right.
Exactly. But actually, I want, yeah. Now, since you tried the little milk, you try. Tim, do we have a paper towel there?
You got
Tim, his other
paper towel.
part of Kühn, he's
Honestly,
camera
that's
shy,
like,
so he's
side note.
behind there. He'll be on camera one day.
When I do my beard, I also get thumbnails for it. Yeah. Act pink, so act blonde.
There's Tim's hand.
See.
Fresh from me up. Scotch Brothers.
Dutch Brothers.
No sponsor.
No sponsor.
Hashtag no
Pay us, Dutch Brothers.
Oh, yeah. Let me get hit. Oh, yeah.
No, so you were exactly right. The consistency is the same, but the tones are way different.
Yeah.
Very rich on that. Is it coriander, black coriander?
Yeah. That's a great word. He used rich.
It is.
Warm.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
He's right.
just
That's a good way to describe it. It is really rich.
not exactly
Deep, richer,
cookie,
more complex.
but very cookie-esque. There's something bakery in there.
Lower on the base note with fennel, it's almost like bitter, but then sweetness to sort of round it out, so it's not.
But everybody
Describes it. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about scents. How everybody kind of.
I do not think it's.
That's another reason I want to do this, so you could hear the way other different people describe it.
So this one, well, you'll be good. This one is definitely more of a walking.
No, that's Christmas.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, Christmas is exactly right.
I am.
It's supposed to smell like you just walked
I'm
into
9,000
a
feet
fat pine tree.
in the coniferous forest.
Yeah.
Or let's say you fell out of an airplane and your parachute didn't open, you landed on a pine tree. That's what it's supposed to smell like.
We're outing our favorite spot.
But it got me asked forever to make a pine scent. I'm not a big pine fan, so
That's where that came from, Gary.
ask and you shall receive.
Yeah, absolutely. That is, I mean, that's probably books that
Well, like, so I think
Depends on how high you want to go up. I never make it that way.
the top of Francis Peak is about 11 miles.
Oh, they're talking about Bear Canyon, duh.
11, so
It's a hike near
like, we've
here in
done
Layton.
both a couple of
It's
times,
best.
but
I love that
probably
canyon.
like a 9-hour deal.
Yeah, it takes forever.
And it gets really sketchy with them.
Let me tell you about that scent, though.
Yeah.
That scent is
In fact, this picture right here that I put up here is from hiking up Bear Canyon.
It's such
My
a
favorite
clear
spot.
scent.
Yeah.
There's no wondering. It's very pure, and again, very fresh, very clean. I feel like I just got out of the shower. Yeah. Oh, I love it. I don't feel like I'm invited up or something.
Yeah. I love that.
One thing I gotta say about, so I'm a balm guy. I wear a balm every single day on top of the kale and clay to make my beard shape.
That thick beard and balm are perfect.
The kale and clay will work to dry it out in a good way.
Yeah.
Right? So it's cold and it's shapeable, and then you moisturize it.
Yeah.
Good balance there.
It's kind of like you're creating like a moisture barrier.
And I
It's true for you guys that blow dry your beard. You should try our kale and clay spray before you blow dry it. Spray it on, then blow dry it. Like you'll notice more texture. It'll feel softer. Like it's pretty cool stuff.
I've never had like the actual makeup of the stuff. The beard balm is whatever the gene makes it out of.
Even scientific opinion.
Oh,
Just the consistency of it. It's not greasy. It's not just like black. It's just perfect. And the hold is exactly what I want. And honestly, over any of the scents, the consistency is the most rare thing that
It's a performer, right?
It is.
It's a performer, and that's exactly what that was.
That was the first product that we made was Big Balm for that reason. Like everything else was crap. I thought didn't hold very well.
We were using the over the counter stuff that was available, right?
sometimes it would be just glistening, but everywhere. Doing what you want.
Yeah, totally, man. Get on your clothes and stuff.
Yeah. And he's, what do I do with this stuff? And it was just the consistency. Whatever magic stuff he puts in this, you won't find it anywhere else.
Just good ingredients, man. That's it.
A lot of testosterone and manliness.
Yeah.
I appreciate you letting me try those.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we love you coming down. You're gonna get take those home with you.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for coming in, bro.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
All right, that's it. We'll
You
stop
did
that.
fantastic. So take.
Man, I'd give anything to go back and have that on record when they got done there, because as we was walking back, And he was just saying the nicest, just the, yeah, like just spot on nicest stuff. Hitting, like things he was saying nice about Kühn products was exactly my goal in starting it. He talked more about just the quality, the scents, how it's just, he's used a lot of stuff and it's just better than everything else. Like, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. That's precisely why I wanted to start making products, because I was like, I want to make just stuff better, so I learned how to do that. All right. Anyway, that was it. I feel like that's long enough. A first YouTube video. Thanks for checking out. See you.